no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Dumps it off in the flats. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, sometimes you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hits inside. It's Hobbs. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk about the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Texas. The defense touchdowns and puts it on there.
That's a great job by the coverage. Back in his own end, he knew he had to make a play. He jumped around high, and he takes it all the way back. And flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Will use their first timeout here. Use it early with 2 left to make the spot. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Russell offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Floats it out in space. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got enough. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Fresh center down's going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Run inside. It's White. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Working the ground game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your runner.
Second down, gonna throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's hot. Nowhere to go.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost the point on that last one. It's second and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've reached the break and North Texas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Baker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted! Can swing momentum. Mean Green on momentum. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Holds on, it's smart.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's White. They knock him down right there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Caught. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money man. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Between the hashes, it's Milner.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Lang. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still looking. Outside the pocket, let's go. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Hey, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and makes the big completion down the field.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides to the middle. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now. Doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. Here we go. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? Things aren't open right away. He never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability. He's the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one. And after that first down, Gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. And he's in. Touchdown, Mean Green.
This offense is created a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. You can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
There's some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He now has 62 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Wants to throw one first. Outside line, it's Hobbs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quick give, it's Hobbs. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Turns into the pile. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense, throwing the ball.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Brought down to the 30 on the return, and his defense has set things to scoring position. They'll bring up this drive to the 40-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be second and 7. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Unloads in the nick of time.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right side, it's Harris. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rashada Downs going up top. He'll take a deep shot here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they'll kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Out wide right, it's Beverly. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here, and we've had time, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. And it's Georgia looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years. They've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Makes the tackle at the 32, but it was backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Second down to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. Corralled and not the 4. He picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every time. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. You know, defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Got his man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And this is is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They've got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Inside is Harris. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmaker.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, or maybe I'll stick to it for another play.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Driven back.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Look out! Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time.
Never around. And they'll be moves even bigger.
And listen, y'all know the move. Everyone know how I feel about it. Don't always love leading on their foot, so to speak. But nice job executing. Keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep dropping out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on first down. The sure hands, it's Baker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, it's Hobbs. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pull to the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense. Forcing a big turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Down. Ready? White. 29. White.
A snap lost to throw to start this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's up to 81 yards rushing in this offense. Wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Now you're set up to fail.
That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride it again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, showing really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third down situation.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th
Really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down into the space, getting that fast speed on the receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Savage. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. Hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Booster, booster.
Wants to throw one first. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. That nightmare is alive. A lunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right back to it. Got maybe a yard. Third down and 9 coming.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.